Welcome to the keynote that we'll see if the Golden Egg Award is revocable.
Oh, we're about to test that. Do you want this one?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Stand further away from me. That's nice.
It does, yeah. There's a little bit of a, it's a little.
We're not related.
We will never be related.
No.
It's not at all.
It's really funny if you saw a talk yesterday.
Yeah.
Or the other day.
So, okay, cool. Slides are working, but Ben, we do not have time to talk about your book, your fancy lead maintainer title, any of this kind of stuff. We got 5 minutes here. We're effectively the punchline at the end of Florian's talk. We're going to kind of take all of that stuff and roll it right in here. We don't have time for your massive bio here.
All right, then we can talk about all the things you do in OpenSSF and CNCF and FinOS and all that. Like, no.
So let's hop in.
All right, so we had a problem, right? And the problem is we need open source software to be more secure. So we came up with this sweet baseline, right? So you may have heard of the open source project security baseline. It's a set of controls at different levels to try and give maintainers a specific set of guidelines, like do this, this, and this. Like these are the things that every project should do. It's not a laundry list of like all the things that would love for you to do if you had 1,000 years to do it all and a lot of knowledge. But the baseline needs accompaniment. Like very few songs are good with just the bass part. I actually looked, there are some songs that are basically just bass. I think Flea has one. But like, all right, we have the baseline. It's a cool set of controls, but now what do we do with it? So we came up with a solution. And that's Eddie's time.
Our working group is the solution. That's really the answer. If there's a problem, we solve it. Done. Fixed it. But a lot of the problem was really outlined by Florian just now, in that there's just this massive problem set across the entire ecosystem, and we need to be making realistic slice-by-slice solutions that can come in and make it possible for maintainers to move the needle in the direction that policy is correct in leading us toward. Like, thank you for the policies, these are great. What do maintainers do? And so this working group is trying to move us in that direction, all stemming off of the baseline. So one more time, the value of the baseline, why did we make the baseline?
Well, see, the baseline, Eddie, it provides specific, like actionable, meaningful guidance to maintainers on steps they should do to secure their software development practices.
Yeah. It's a control catalog and nothing more, right? We're trying to just focus on a definition of good that can be used for every single project, regardless of the language, modern, old, whatever. Turn on multi-factor authentication in your GitHub.
You're taking that
Oh,
one.
I get to keep going. Yeah. This is awesome. All right. John Shell, did you just take off? Yeah, he just went to return his laptop to the iPhone store.
Oh, he's in the back of the room.
Is he? John, wave to me. I love you. John, this is your project. So John just opened up a couple of issues actually calling for additional support and contribution on the open source project security assessments repo. What we've done here is we've taken all the recommendations that we've used in CNCF for assessing the quality of software and the security of software, things written by Justin Kapos. So you can talk to both of these guys about this project. And the next steps is to figure out how we can actually start looking at things like conformity assessments and standardizing audits, things like that. So there's active calls for contributions in here, but also just really good recommendations about how you can do a security assessment for your project, regardless of how modern or fancy your project is. Still me.
Still you.
All right, Jamara is the way that we're expressing this, right? So if you hop into the Jamara GitHub repo, you can see that we have kind of codified some language around the whole compliance space, right? So we've used an OSI model inspired approach to really clarify the different layers here, going from the guidance to the control catalogs, down into the business policies, into assessments, that enable us to do enforcements, and rolling all up into audits. This approach is what's allowing us to really standardize a lot of the different things that we're doing. And these schemas that are coming in here are being used by all of the other projects in here. In addition to Security Insights, which is a way that we are expressing a lot of the things that we can't get from an API endpoint. So most of our tests that we're doing for baseline, we're able to just like look at the GitHub API, find out how you're performing, right? We should be able to do that with other platforms as well. We just haven't gotten that far yet. But there's certain things like, where is your documentation? Where are your policies? The things that we recommend you have that we can't find just by hitting the GitHub API. We have a specification that we maintain, and we're rolling it out. It's out to a few hundred projects right now, especially within the CNCF, where we kind of have spent more time rolling this out. This is a really fun place if you're really interested in specifications.
And so to bring it around to the end and to really hit on Florian's assessment number 1, so thank you for teeing us up. The next thing we're working on is tooling support. So there have been some community-driven tools developed already. Eddie's written one, Puerco has written one, Mike Lieberman has been working on some. Yeah, I'd said your name. Minder, which is an OpenSSF project. We have OpenSSF scorecard. LFX Insights is now scanning repos and providing some automated baseline assessment. But in order for things to really start scaling, we have to build the tools that people will need to do that. And so that is what we are working on. And so the best way to raise the water level is to cannonball in, splash everyone. The Orbit Working Group will not be meeting tonight, but we do meet on alternate Thursdays, as well as most of the groups that we mentioned also have their own meetings. So join us in Slack. We would love your involvement.
Thank
Please
you.
clap.